Bomb shelters and fallout bunkers might not be the hot commodity today that they once were, but just because we're not living on the constant brink of nuclear annihilation doesn't mean you can't do fun stuff with them, like build a hot underground nightclub in Shanghai. I have a feeling some of you might be fans of Fallout, and so in recognition of losing 50 to 75% of the This Exists audience until you finish the game, I've invited good friend of the show, Dubeau of Not Exactly Normal, to celebrate its release. My only regret is that we can't shoot this inside Russia's Bunker 42, which looks pretty chill.
What can you do with
That Cold War era bunker looks a lot like the vaults that Vault-Tec built in Fallout. And if you wanted, you could buy your own from Vivos, a company who advertises their underground Fallout shelters as the ultimate life assurance for high net worth families. Basically, fancy vaults for rich people. They're built in pods and are scalable for any size of group, but none of them are quite as big as the British government's secret underground Fallout City. But for that, you'll have to follow me over to my channel.
As a non sequitur transition, here is Dylan slapping his boss in the face in slow motion. If you went to all of the trouble of constructing a massive underground bunker at the height of the Cold War, this time of relative peace could leave you feeling rather cold. And so rather than letting your Fallout shelter turn into a garage that you put all of your junk in, you might as well turn it into a popping nightclub or a performance space, right? Frankfurt's Institute of New Media boasts one of the most interesting repurposed shelters. The so-called Culture Bunker now sits on the edge of the city and houses artists and musician studios. You will sometimes see this mistakenly labeled as the Frankfurt Music Studio on the internet, but it's actually a much more interesting and diverse space. Of course, if you don't want to paint or play guitar in a bunker, you could just live in one.
Before I built the silo, I had a crew from Idaho come down who put silos up. It's a very interesting process.
Jonathan Stein's Utah silo home is one of a surprising number of missile silos and bunkers now occupied by seemingly normal people. Looks cool.
Another interesting feature of the silo, so that I can have a view of the outside world here.
Not everyone living in a silo is a nice old fisherman. William Leonard Pickard ran the second largest LSD laboratory in the United States out of a silo in Wamego, Kansas. And the Bahnhof Data Center in Stockholm is so snugly built inside of an old bunker that it is the current trusted host for WikiLeaks. No doubt these spaces attract particular people with a particular vision, whether it's for living, like Edward Payton.
My name is Edward Payton, and I live in a decommissioned missile base.
Or partying in Shanghai's Shelter nightclub.
So let's go check it out.
Here's what I want in an old Fallout shelter. A ball pit. A big, weird ball pit. I know it sounds stupid, but think about it. But huge. What do you think? What's your favorite repurposed Fallout shelter? Now make sure to check out Dylan's channel, Not Exactly Normal, where he's going to let you know all about the vaults that inspired the video game Fallout. And could any of them house my dream ball pit? Maybe not, but you should still watch this video to find out more about that. Be sure to subscribe for new episodes of This Exists every week. Be excellent to each other.